JBE TV. Yes, sir.
Yes, people, it's your boy Sha-beenie, and you're watching In the Streets, and I'm your host, alright? And today my special guest is Guyanese recording artist FOJO. The man is very brilliant. I have a lot of music, intelligent. Check it out right now. It's another one, the man himself, FOJO. What's up, sir?
There you should know it's only F to the O to the J to the O, man. Everything just bless.
You know. Welcome, boy.
Don't know,
welcome.
man.
Been a journey.
Don't know. Respect for having me.
Definitely. So we start from the beginning. What part of this planet you from, sir?
Well, I'm originally from Linden, Guyana.
Linden.
You know, the mining town.
Yeah? That's
Yeah,
what they call
man.
it?
The mining town, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The mining town. That's where I'm from.
Okay, so tell me something, what it was like growing up in Guyana.
What can I say? What's more of a church situation? You know, mommy, daddy, everybody go to church. So, FOJO, my whole life was actually started from the church. You know, everything that I'm doing now. So, more time it's always good to give thanks and praise to the Almighty.
Amen.
You know, so everything starts with God. Then anything else after, man, so to speak.
What school you went to as well?
I went to 1 Mile Primary.
1 Mile Primary?
Yeah, 1 Mile Primary School. Yeah. From there, I moved and I went to Trinidad.
Oh.
You know, so most of my life also was living in Trinidad.
Okay.
I know more about Trinidad than I even know about Guyana.
Really?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I lived Trinidad like 20-something years.
Okay.
You know, so... It's all good.
You ever went over to Tobago?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Tobago,
man.
wonderful. Huh?
Tobago is beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Not just wonderful, it's beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, Tobago is more of a tourism.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a tourism island. When you go to Tobago, you just fall in love and like you just want to stay.
What age you moved to Trini?
Well, you know, there was upon a time in life whereby everything wasn't glittered like gold.
Right.
You know, especially for my parents. So it's all about making a better life for their kids, which was 6 of us. You know, my mom and dad included, that's 8 of us. So it's all about my mother and my father looking to make a better life for their kids, which is very important for them.
Right.
You know, so that was one of the reasons of us moving to Trinidad.
What age were you?
I was like around age 14.
Oh, 14. Okay,
yeah,
so
14.
Mostly teenage life.
Yes.
Get better memories of Trinidad.
Definitely.
So what school you went to over there?
Well, I didn't go to school because I had my own way. Right, my own way in the sense of when I reached Trinidad. Actually, I was doing a home school course.
Okay.
You know, for a couple of years, but I was more when after my mother and my father had leave Guyana. You know, it was living with my granny and my brothers. So it was like a money-making thing because you have to, at the same time, you still have to fend for yourself. You know, so it's always a hustle. So it was about hustling. But when I go to Trinidad, I already have that hustling mentality.
Facts.
Inside of me. So my dad is like, what do you want to do? I say, I want to make money.
Right.
You know, but at the same time, I was still doing home school course and these kind of things because especially when you're getting into the music industry, you know, it's always good to have some kind of education.
All right.
You know, whereby you don't have to...
Man, important.
Like for instance, I interview like this, you have to know to react.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, so education is always important.
Facts, I agree. At what age you start music?
I started music like from around age 10. That's where I say I started out in the church. You know, and it was a church in a village named Silvertongue in Linden. I started out church there. And the whole music thing started out there because my grandmother had put me to do a skit.
In church?
Yeah. I give unto you a paper of pin to show you how my love begins. For I will never, you know. So it started out from there. And for me performing the song in church, and I see how the audience was reacting towards me. You know, from there I say, what? This is exactly what I want to do. You know, so from there now, At age 14, when I moved and go to Trinidad, my next place of performance was in the strip club. Yes, it's a strip club. Broadway. It's in Trinidad next Lara Promenade. A lot of people want you from Trinidad, you would know where Broadway is. You have the big KFC there, and it had a nice little crack way that is they stripped up there, you know. So I went there a night, me and a friend, and they had a live performance going on. So I decided to say, you know what, I want to go on the mic. So when I go on the mic now, it's like all of these older dudes, you know, performing, and it's like they're getting boo and all these kind of things.
And
so
you took the risk.
I took the risk and I go on stage and I start performing, and I see like the strippers. The days time I'm like around 18 years old.
Yeah.
I see the strippers coming up on stage and dancing, you know, and doing the thing while I'm performing, you know, and people cheering me up. A next guy came to snatch the mic from me, and everybody's like, no, give back small man the mic, give back small man the mic. You know, so from there is where I start taking it serious and know that this is what I really want to do.
When you record your first song?
My first song was recorded in Trinidad, Caribbean Song Basin, Amar Studios. Right, that was in 1999. Okay,
you remember that song?
That song is Push It Back.
Push It Back.
Yeah, I can't remember the song. I can't remember the song. The song was Push It Back though.
Okay.
You know, I can remember the second song. The second song, same place recording it. You know, is when you see us on the road or you see us on the streets, you don't know what entertainers go through. Sometimes we don't eat, sometimes we don't sleep.
Facts.
You don't know what entertainers go through. Country to country, tour to tour, a ladder. You know, so that was the second song, and that song there, I get to realize that Marshall Montano, Bungie Garling, and all of them calling into the radio station. This is the first time because the first song I did, it didn't really get that much airplay. Right. So the Entertainer Struggle was my second song, and I see all of these guys, the big guns and them, you know, calling in and asking for that song to be played more and more. You know, so that was a big surprise to me, you know, and it was a heartfelt moment, you know, knowing that okay, you could have a song like that and the song could be so big, even though you might not know it. Right. The song ended up reaching number one
in Trinidad
on the Punch newspaper at that time, you know, so it was a big moment for me. That is a song that also take FOJO places like Canada, Antigua, Grenada. Yeah man. You see, a lot of people they don't know these things because I'm not the kind of say bossy type. I do my thing and keep my cool, stay in my corner.
So putting the facts out there about your career is bossy?
I don't think it's bossy, you know, but at the same time, it's like when I went back to Guyana, you know, people was like, oh, he's not Guyanese, you know, why are we allowing him in?
Really?
Yes, because you see what happened, I wasn't sounding Guyanese.
Right.
And when I go to Guyana, it's like I changed the sound of music. That's what I'm known for in Guyana, you know, but back to the bossiness, is like, I am more of the quiet type of person.
Facts.
And sometimes I think that is one of the reasons for my downfall.
Yeah, you're laid back.
You know, because I'm not the pushy type. I'm not always trying to be up in people's face. You know, if I go somewhere, I'm always in my corner, keep my cool. That's me.
You feel like that holds you back? You know?
Yeah. It holds me back a lot, but not only that too, because I have a way whereby I love helping other artists like myself. You know, sometimes there was certain times where I just forget myself and start working with artists, you know, get no thanks, but at the same time, that is something that I love doing. Even if I don't get thanks from you, it's coming from God. You understand me? So it don't really stress me same way.
I respect that. It's big. What was one of your favorite places to go?
Where can I say? I can say Canada.
Canada.
Yes.
What stand out about Canada?
Canada, it's like totally, even to now, I'm still in love with Canada because it's different. The people is different. You know, it's very clean. Especially Toronto. Like when you go down Toronto, you want to know, like, you could eat off the road. That's how serious they are in Canada.
Clean.
You know, so that's one of my favorite places. But besides Guyana, I will tell you Trinidad.
Okay.
Trinidad will forever be my favorite.
Okay. You was in Guyana April, right? Was it April or so?
May month.
May month you was home, right? What's one of the change you love about Guyana?
Let me say it like this, right? Guyana right now, it have a big difference. You know, I can say we're not there, but we at one point we will get there. You know, it might take us years. I might dead and gone, you might dead and gone, right. But it will still come. But as for now, I can say the government is doing a very, very good job. You know, the curfew, because at the same time, a lot of people is not going to like it.
Facts.
But it is a good thing for the country.
It's necessary, yes.
You know, at least it's a start. The youths, my thing though, is that the youths need more. You know, education-wise, entertainment-wise, you understand, agriculture,
Platform.
Yes, it needs to be different. It needs to be for the youths, not the big, hard grown men and women.
Right.
You know, they always say the youth is the future.
Right.
You
It's facts,
understand me?
though. It's
So,
facts. Yeah, right.
my thing is the government need to do more for the youths. You understand me?
What is something you direct, talk to the government them right now?
Well,
what is something?
I would say athletes.
Athletes
What needs help. You understand me? If we don't push ours,
right,
okay, nobody will do it for us.
Facts.
You understand me? So the government who is in charge, you're the people who need to step forward. You understand me? All of these corporate sponsors of them, right? First and foremost, I always have one thing. If we, as Guyanese, start paying more interest in Guyanese people, we would reach far. Because we have everything.
Yes, sir.
We have everything. We don't need nothing from nobody.
Preach.
You understand me? But at the same time now, we send out the best. We always do. And we leave nothing for our own. You understand me? And that is my biggest problem. And I'm not talking about no particular party.
Right.
Every party that comes in, goes out, comes in, goes out is the same thing over and over. Right? Bauxite. When you think about the bauxite, everything was given away from Guyana. And the Guyanese people is getting like when you eating a sugar cake and the crumbs fall on the ground. Right? That's what the Guyanese people keeps getting. Till now. You understand me? These are things that we need to change.
I agree.
The youths and them, look, for instance, all these corporate sponsors, you're coming into Guyana. But I see it at a show there the other day, GT&T to be exact. Right? You're bringing in all these international artists. When you bring these international artists, right, and you put them in Guyana to perform, the first thing these international artists want to do when they come off the stage, they actually want to go back to their country.
Facts.
With Guyanese people, money. You understand?
Facts.
I'm not saying it's wrong. Don't get me wrong. Okay?
I could say it's wrong.
No, it's a very good thing. Because we all need to share with each other. Right? But my thing is that the same way you're gonna invest in an international artist,
right,
invest in Guyanese artists, because eventually when Guyanese artists go on stage abroad, right, and Guyanese artists work, everybody want to go back home,
right,
go back to Guyana. Is the people in Stabroek Market, the taxi drivers, everybody making something. That's how the country is supposed to be run. But we're not trying to help each other.
Okay. This is why I'm saying I feel like it's wrong, in a sense, you know what I mean? we've been doing this for years, bro. We've
Yep.
been bringing international artists into the country for years. Where is Guyana international artists? Who is Guyana international artists?
I'm going to tell you this, Eddie Grant, and that's the only person.
Come on, my brother. Eddie Grant.
Yes, I will say
I'm not
Eddie
saying
Grant.
Eddie Grant is not Guyana international artist. How many stage book Eddie Grant international?
Internationally, let me say it like this, right? You might not hear about stages that Eddie Grant is being booked for, because we're actually focused on the West Indian thing. But when you check Europe and all these places, and Eddie Grant is being booked, properly booked.
Okay. When was the last show you see Eddie Grant?
I don't know. I don't know.
This is
But
what I'm talking about. I'm not saying Eddie Grant is not a big artist.
You ask a question in the sense of who is Guyana international artist,
yes.
and that's why I say Eddie Grant only. I have a reason to say that.
Because you see Eddie Grant in different countries.
Yes,
Right.
it don't have to be now. But you ask.
Yeah, right. You're talking about.
Yeah.
So what about the present? Because we going.
I don't see any of us doing anything presently.
I'm speaking from what we are doing as Guyanese versus what other countries doing for Guyanese. I'm speaking from that.
No country is doing anything for Guyanese.
Thank you very much. So that's why I'm saying it's kind of wrong. Let's push. And I'm big on pushing artists. Period. I've been doing this. I've been promoting it. Anybody I interview, anybody I've been. So I'm speaking from a fair place. If you don't know, look me up. All right. I'm speaking from a fair place where I feel like we've been doing that for people. We've been pushing other artists.
But that's all we do.
Right, so
Because
so when we gonna push our own to the next level, so we could have an international.
Our
artist?
problem is that we are all foreign-minded. We are all, and listen to my statement. Good. We are all foreign-minded.
Keyword.
Because the people in Guyana, okay, it had a show. It was What's Hot Guyana. Ian Johnson, Mr. Dynamics himself, used to keep that show.
Okay.
Right? And the amount of people, like Guyanese people, would come out to the venue to support Guyanese artists. But all of these corporate sponsors and them would not invest in What's Hot Guyana. What is Guyana?
Okay.
And for the Guyanese people. But all these corporate sponsors never used to invest. And if they do invest, it's like I say, sugar cake, but the crumbs.
The crumbs. Nothing much though.
Right? And I see Guyanese people fight down Ian Johnson just because they don't want a show like that. And look, they fight him down. And who will say that they want to do it? Look now. Nobody's doing it.
I never heard of that. You're teaching me something.
Yes,
right
yes.
now.
That was a huge show.
How long ago?
I went back to Guyana in 2005. Right? So I think the show had started around 2004.
Oh, I didn't know about this. No.
And I performed on that show at least about 3 times.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
And every time Ian put on that show with no money from investors. He was doing it on his own.
Himself.
Right? And I see what that show did for Guyanese artists. At that time, our name was right to Guyana.
Buzzing.
Right? So, I don't know why is it like these corporate people who's in position, who have the power to make this thing happen, right, is not investing. And our problem is, for instance, the DJs. The DJs don't want to know they make Gaddy G or Jomo big, because if they make Jomo and Gaddy big, them men and drive fancy car. Them men and get 10 more gal more than we. That's how we think.
Okay.
Right? So it's always a problem. When I went back to Guyana, my thing was, I was greasing DJ's palm, giving them money to make sure that my music is played and my artist's music is played.
All right. Young man name that was doing the event?
Ian Johnson.
Yeah. Well, they gotta give me the link there, because I want to interview Ian Johnson.
Man.
December might touch.
Okay. If you think about Shelly G, think about the management behind Shelly G. That's Ian Johnson.
Okay.
Right? That's the person who's even responsible for plenty Guyanese artists being out there.
Okay. I would love to interview Ian. Cause he get enough input upon how this thing can go.
A lot.
Yeah, I want to interview you. Definitely. So yeah, FOJO. So what's new with FOJO? You ain't got it. You did this big track. You know what I mean?
Well, let me say it like this, right? Music is the love of my life, so to speak.
That's your first woman?
Well, I wouldn't say my first woman,
okay.
no.
All right.
You understand? Because my kids come first.
Right. Kid,
No. Well, women is women in general. You know, so my kids come first, and then I would say I put my music.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
So it's like I eat and breathe music.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it gets to me, you know, knowing that, like I said, I don't really boast of myself, but I'm good at what I'm doing.
You're great. I'm gonna tell you that. You're great.
Right?
You're very good. You're very, very good.
I'm good at what I'm doing, and for all that I have done for Guyanese so-called industry, you know, which we don't really have. You know, I think I should have been further.
I agree.
You know, but because of that now, sometimes I just say, you know what, forget it. Boy, go to work, make money so you could buy some grocery for your kids and them.
Right, but and that's the frustration when it comes to your love, and I look at it like this way, like we are bottom of the pit when it comes to music. That's a fact. We are bottom of the pit when it comes to music.
Yeah.
Small Vince, you get big international artists, right?
Yep.
So we are bottom of the pit. People like you, people like Adrian, big up to them, man. Them man set certain foundation for youths to come through. So maybe the platform you guys built, hopefully we get.
When you say set certain platforms for youth to come through, right? I would say it like this: I am, and listen to me carefully. I am the only artist that boss numerous artists, and I'm talking about from Guyana. I am the only artist
so you'll be the killer
work with actually every single one of the artists in Guyana, from Jomo, Adrian, Natural Black, right through. I work with everybody. I recorded everybody.
Oh, as a producer, that's correct.
Yeah.
You are a producer differently than an artist.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right, so I'm the only person. This guy, Mark Batson. I was the first person to record Mark Batson.
Okay.
And give him his first hit song, which is Anaconda.
Okay. I heard that, you know.
You understand?
I heard you're a producer differently than...
When Shelly G won Soca Monarch, the song was written by myself and Shelly.
Then big up yourself, dude.
You know,
so why? Okay.
I just keep my cool.
Wait, hear this. No, it's just, I'm glad you put it on here. We hear it first. GBTV. This is what I do, people.
Yeah, man.
So hear this now. Why is it that you did all of these in music and you're not living off of music?
Okay, let me say it like this, right? It had an award show in Guyana, the Accolade Award, so they call it, right? And when they had the Accolade Award, FOJO was nominees, the most nominees.
Big up yourself,
which
sir.
is 9 nominees. But at the end of the night now, these people make sure not even to give me one award.
Wow.
Right? That's why I say changing the sound of music in Guyana, that is what nobody can take from me.
Right.
Because our artist was actually sounding in Guyana. When I go to Guyana, it wasn't like that. Like you can't say lift up your shoes. No, who you talking to? Guyanese people? Only Guyanese people know about buy.
Yeah, right.
When you go international, you know about boy. You understand me? So this is where I started to change the dialect. You know how people sing. Right? And I was doing that. Nobody else wasn't doing that. Everybody was just artists come in the studio. Go ahead, sing what you want.
Take the money and send them back out.
I'm gone. And it wasn't even a money thing with me.
You actually love
I was like bringing artists because I had Platinum Records.
Right.
Platinum Records was me, and I had like so many artists. So anywhere I'm going, Even if the artists don't get booked for the show, I'm bringing all my artists. And I'm making sure at the end of the night, the money that is paid to me, anybody say different, tell them I say the lie. I make sure that money that is paid to me, every one of us
get a little something.
Get something out of that. And just the other day, this guy IQ, he started reminding me, he said, FOJO Code, you remember taking me to Barbies? I wasn't supposed to perform. And I went on stage and performed. You get paid, Platinum Up get paid. And the guys didn't want to give him any money. And I turned to him and say, well, they keep all their money. And I take out of mine. And give to him. But those is things I don't really keep.
Because right.
I don't
because
really
you actually doing it from your heart. So
but it still make me feel good.
Yeah, you remember and he
Yes. You understand me? So I keep all of, like, even though I'm not in Guyana, I keep everybody close to me still.
Nice.
Because when I go there, you know, you always want a crew to...
Right, definitely.
You understand me? So the thing is, Guyanese people, man, we are good people, but at the same time, we need to start respecting each other, right? And we need to start fighting for each other. Because we fight for everybody else, except our own.
And that time is changing right now.
Yes.
Right now, that time is changing. As we doing this interview, I feel like the message is getting out there. Like we need to.
If you could remember, Bornham say 50% local, 50% global, right? And for some reason, if Guyanese had lived with that, we would have been further. Right now, everybody wants to know Guyana could have copyright law. Guyana can't have copyright law. Because copyright law comes with the textbooks. Everything in school is not just music. It's everything in general when you talk about copyright law.
Okay.
Unless you could fix a copyright law just for the music, yes, we'll be okay. But you know how much music I have out there? I have like over 200 and something songs in my computer that never been heard or never released.
And why is that? Why you never release?
Does it make any sense?
Yeah, man, it makes sense.
No, listen to me, right? You could do music how much you want. If you're not respected by your own, you wouldn't be respected by anyone else. You need to be respected from home first.
Yeah, you have to have your home team.
Don't get me wrong. I was never disrespected.
No, but I get your point though.
You know, but you need to have a certain people in your backings,
which should be your family first.
Yeah,
right. I get
you understand me? And that is what we as Guyanese artists we don't have.
Right.
If we have that, Guyanese artists will reach far, because you would know that GT&T, the government, whoever else is backing this person, that means that person has potential.
Right.
Look, Mark Batson, for instance, that youth could sing.
Facts, I agree.
Like crazy singing.
I agree.
Okay, but who's helping him?
So you're saying definitely the talent he definitely should have been international.
And not only him.
Yeah, I know.
There is many other talents
right.
in Guyana, but nobody's helping. Because if you go to Trinidad, right, when Shal come out with a song, or anybody else come out with a song, you go to the like stores and these kind of things, and you ask for sponsor. People sponsor you. 5,000, 6,000. I do so much ads in Trinidad. I do Coca-Cola ads. I do Cricks ads, KFC ads. And those times I was making nice money from that. Yes.
So, when made you come to New York?
Let me see this. I got married.
Okay.
And I came up here.
Okay.
Right? But coming to New York is also a betterment for my kids.
Facts.
It's not about me anymore.
Right.
It's about my kids. And if you're on my Facebook, you would know that I'm like straight up about my kids.
Facts.
I don't play with that.
Right.
Not a woman, not a boy, but my kids.
Yeah,
understand? Because when I get old, they have to be about the daddy.
They follow in your footsteps? They like music?
All of them. All of them.
You produce any one of them yet?
Yes, all of them.
Okay, see there? All right, good. That's good stuff, man. Definitely good stuff. The man himself, FOJO. Anything you want the people them know differently, FOJO?
What do I want them to know? I just want Guyanese people to start respecting Guyanese artists. You know, give us some kind of love, because at this stage we've been fighting for years.
Agree.
And we need it. You understand me? Guyanese artists need it. If you guys don't do it for us, nobody else will do it for us. It have to be done by you guys first.
Facts.
Right? When you guys say, okay, this year is Jomo time,
right,
for Jomo to boss internationally,
right,
okay, Jomo will boss internationally. But if you guys don't say it, Jomo will stay there just like the rest of us.
And we need international artists, not just we need a good 10 by next year. We need a good 10 international.
A lot of Guyanese artists say that they're international, right? But internationally speaking, okay, it's not just doing music, and when you do a show, it's Guyanese people coming out. Right. That's not being international. I'm sorry.
I agree.
Okay?
Right, dude. One time you had long dread. Why cut off the dread?
But let me say it like this. I'm morning, I wake up, look myself in the mirror and say, NASA. Change. You know, so I just changed that because of me. I didn't change it for any reason.
Okay.
That was just me wanting to be different.
Okay.
Go back to natural, because I wasn't born with that. I grew it.
Okay, I'm right.
You know, so
I was a ballet, but I thought dread was always the thing, you know. But
no, let me say this, right? Most people say that when you have the hair, you know, your heart clean and the you know, the full works.
Okay.
But Rasta is not just about the hair. Rasta is what's in your heart. You don't have to have hair to say that you're a Rasta. Yeah, you understand me? It's positive vibes. The vibes that you preach, once you live by it and it's positive, that makes you a Rasta. You understand me? So it had nothing to do with the hair. I just feel to cut it, and I say it gotta go.
Alright, say the people. FOJO, thanks much, sir.
Respect and manners.
See there, it's your boy Sha-beenie. Keep it locked.
Easy. F to the O to the J to the O. You don't know, say GBETV.
Wait. Sorry, let me cut it. You got an event coming up, and you're performing a guy in the day, you know?
Yeah, man. You
gotta let the people them know. Sorry.
Well, hear me now. It's all about rum, girls, and soca. August 3rd.
You see it there?
It's going on at 1014 East 92nd Street. So, ladies, make sure you tell a friend to bring another friend. You see me? Because we want to see more women than men. We want to see women like rice. I know the girl them coming out for that particular party there. So, you don't know, represent. And Guyana Day, same thing. You don't know. Bagger artists, Guyanese artists. So make sure you come out and support your own. You see me? Like I said before, we need to do it. We don't need nobody to do it for us. We have to do it first. And then people will follow.
That's it.
You understand? Let me be the leader of our talent, Guyanese talent. You see me? So make sure you come out and support the thing. Guyana Day, August 25th. Don't forget that date. Mark it down. You see me? You could even link
Brooklyn
me for ticket too. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
man.
And link them up for ticket. You heard?
You see me?
I say people, give thanks, alright? Have a blessed one.
Bless it.
Yes, people, that was my interview right there with Guyanese recording artist FOJO. Very brilliant, dude. FOJO, big up yourself, sir. Big up yourself. Progress is a must, dude. Alright? People, right now, the thing that's trending in the street right now is a Guyanese artist named Lil Million. He dropped a diss song dissing pretty much all the top Guyanese artists, alright? I need you guys to check that song out. Personally, I think it's a big song, but I don't know if it was a wise move for Lil Million. I don't know if it was a wise move for him, but I think it's a big song. I think he connect real big on the song. And yes, the artist Gotti G respond to the song. Check that out also. Gotti G respond to the song, okay? So you guys, I need you guys to check that out. Check that out, all right? Just go to Google, YouTube, and type in Lil Million. And after you listen to Lil Million, listen to Gotti G respond, all right? Yes, it's your boy Sha-beenie, and I'm in the streets, man. See me when you see me. Progress is a must. Slow progress better than no progress. Till next time.
GBETV. Yes, sir.